If you're watching this video right now, you're probably in this situation where after the Meta released the newest algorithm with Andromeda, your ROAS just basically tanked and you're just trying to figure out why and find some strategies. You probably have watched 100 YouTube videos, you're trying to figure that out, but actually no one in those Andromeda videos ever shown you how actually to implement the things that they say. And this is exactly what I'm gonna be doing in this video. I will show you exactly how to implement the newest best practices after Andromeda algorithm to make sure your ROAS stays up, exactly how you see right now in the screen. And without further ado, let's jump now on my screen so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Cool, so this is gonna be the best, I would say actually the only creative strategy for Facebook ads post Andromeda. And why I'm saying creative strategy, not ad strategy, because most of it, like most of the newest things that you need to apply are more referring to the creative strategy itself, which is the main driver of the results that you will see now on the ads manager. So what I'm going to show you in this video is going to be the best and only creative strategy for Meta, for Facebook ads post Andromeda. And with this strategy, we actually generated these results that you see right now in the screen. So last 30 days, we spent around 150K with a 3.97, which is like a 4x return on the ad spend for this brand specifically. So in this video, I will be basically talking about the creative strategy that works post Andromeda, so the full funnel strategy, how to actually implement this. What does actually creative diversification mean? You've probably seen and you probably heard about this creative diversification method. I will show you exactly what it means with the real life examples. I will also show you the creative distribution, so how you should distribute and how the creative distribution works now with Andromeda, and why Meta spends most of the budget on the ads with the lowest ROAS. This is actually something very important, very common now after the new algorithm. And by the way, in this video I will show you some broad examples for different niches and everything. So if you want a video where I specifically give you an example with some case studies over existing e-commerce clients for specific niches, just let me know in the comments, so I will make sure to do it a full ad strategy and creative strategy for that niche specifically in my next YouTube videos. Cool, so this is the situation right now. Meta Andromeda was initially in beta launch in January 2025, and then it was full global release on July 2025. This article that you've probably seen hundreds of times in different YouTube videos was actually posted by the Meta engineer team on the 2nd of December 2024. And we actually already noticed some problems in March 2025 where we saw a huge decrease in the return on spend for one of our clients. And we actually solved this issue already in April. That's why we actually slowly released this approach on all our clients, and the actual problems that we saw within all the other counters on ad spend wasn't that bad, because we were able to see already the effect of Andromeda back in April and slowly apply all the fixes to all our clients during July, August, September. And right now we basically just have amazing results, basically like you should get with Andromeda. Because by the way, Andromeda is here not to penalize you, but actually to help you get better results, because it's just going to improve more the targeting with the creatives and the overall strategy that you are actually giving to Meta. And now the situation is that in September, end of July, August, September, Meta slowly released this new algorithm, and so everyone went in panic mode because the ROAS just went down for everyone. And you probably went to check YouTube videos, 100 different YouTube videos, and they tell you exactly what you can read by yourself, most probably inside Google search, or the article directly from Meta. But what I'm going to be doing right now in this video is actually going to show you, as already mentioned, real life examples and the real things that we actually did to improve results, with real example of creatives, what creative diversification means, how you should structure all the ad account to make sure that your ROAS is maximized. Now, quick recap on Andromeda. So what we can do here, we can basically recap all the entire mess about Andromeda, let's say, within a simple winning formula. And so by following this formula here, you will be able to fix your performance and adjust your ad account to make sure it's optimized to bring you the highest possible performance with the newest algorithm. And this is the formula. Creative diversification plus more ads, less ad sets equal better performance. this is basically the overall summary of all the information. If you check my other video, I also made another video where I specifically talk about, you know, the algorithm, you know, like how it works, all the different things that you should do and not do. But overall, what you need to do is creative diversification, so diversify more your creatives. And now we're gonna talk specifically about what creative diversification means and some example, and also more ads in less ad sets, because right now this new algorithm basically can distribute your ads in a much better way, so you don't need to split ads into multiple ad sets when you run tests anymore. And this will basically equal to better performance. And as you can see that, guys, this actually is working, because what you can see here, this is one campaign, one ad set, and in this one ad set, we have 49 ads with a 4.05 return on the ad spend. And also here, this is last 30 days, one ad set in one campaign, 24 ads in one single ad set. They brought us a 5.31 return on the ad spend. So rather than splitting the ads into many ad sets, what we saw is that in terms of ad account structure, if we minimize the number of ad sets and we increase the number of ads within each single ad set, even if they're different angles or whatever, the performance improved. And this is what we want to do now with Andromeda. Now, when it comes to the most important part of Andromeda, which is basically the content diversification, creative diversification, the new full funnel approach, we basically need to understand all these things here. So let's start with the content distribution, just to understand how it works. So basically, Andromeda categorizes your ads in different buckets for different audiences based on your persona that you're targeting with that ad, the angle of the ad, the concept of the ad, and the message of the ad, whether it's aware, unaware, or the different user awareness stages. And these are two different scenarios that I actually built for you guys to better understand this situation. So you basically have scenario number, let me just zoom out a little bit. Actually, let me zoom in, otherwise I don't think you can read. So there are two different scenarios here, scenario number 1 and scenario number 2. So scenario number 1, you have, as you can see here, you have the user awareness stages where we have unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and aware. Ad distribution, so how you create the ads across the different user awareness stages and the actual performance. So before, this wasn't much important, but now this becomes extremely important. So the reason why your ads might not be working right now is probably because you're still within this setup. So you're mainly focusing on solution aware, product aware, and aware audience. And this is in scenario number 2 is actually the reason why your ROAS might be low right now. So by improving the distribution of your ads across different user awareness stages right now, you can improve much more your actual performance. And what this is gonna, what is gonna happen inside the ad account? Basically, the performance will be more stable. Meta will spend budget towards ads 1, 2, 3 in terms of user awareness and ads distribution, even if the ROAS will be lower. But Meta will do that because that ads, they will have the highest volume, and you're actually telling yourself, when you run ads on Meta, you do the automatic bidding, means highest volume, lowest cost. So Meta is going to push ads with the highest volume. Highest volume means the highest chance of the ads to be actually scaled towards a higher, a larger volume of people, okay? And so an ad that can handle basically a higher spend. However, the thing is that you can't just keep the ads on if the performance of these ads that gets most of the spend are just bad. And I've just made a video about it actually a couple of weeks ago, so you can just go check it. But long story short, this is the situation basically. As you can see, this could be one case scenario where in your ad set you have a 4.15 return on the ad spend, and then you see the Meta is spending most of your budget into the lowest performing ads, which in this case is still good. So I'm not gonna turn this off in this case, because these ads and the second one as well helps to keep the performance of the entire funnel and the entire ad set stable. So I'm not going to switch off these two ads here. In another scenario, could be this one. So you basically have a lot of different ads within one single ad set, and then what you see, basically you see that Meta is spending a lot of budget on ads that are not driving performance. Like all this, you see Meta spend a lot of budget in these ads here, while there is still the top performer, which is bringing a better return on the ad spend. So what do you want to do? You want to turn off all these ads where Meta is spending budget. Again, here there are 55 ads in this single ad set, and these are probably like 12 or something ads. So you basically want to turn them off to make sure that Meta can now spend on the other ads. We still have our top of funnel, so we don't actually mind to stop these ads, because the performance, the average performance of the ad account or the ad set in this case will be determined by this, by the ads with the highest spend, okay? And so in this case specifically, you can just simply turn off the ads and your ROAS will most likely go up. And this is actually what happened with this case specifically, because now if Meta doesn't spend anymore and spread the budget across all these ads here, most of the budget will probably go towards this one here. And so the overall performance will improve, okay? So this is how it works. Again, go check this video for more details because I give you a specific formula about how it works and how you should read performance and analyze performance of the single ad set, and so on. Now, let's go to the second part, which is actually, I think, the most important part, which is creative diversification. So what actually creative diversification means? Each ad we create target a specific persona at a specific user awareness stage with a specific angle using a specific ad concept. So our ad, our final ad, is basically equal to persona plus awareness stage plus angle plus concept. Now let's go to break down each single thing. So persona. Persona is the target audience that our ads speak to. Then you have the awareness stage. The awareness stage is the user awareness stage our ad focuses on. The angle, which is the angle that our ads push. And the concept is the ad design that we use to deliver that angle, okay? Now, this is an example, just a breakdown from AG1. So this is the actual ad, right? This is just like a simple testimonial ad, but a simple testimonial ad can basically hide a lot of different things inside if we actually break it down, and the breakdown is basically here. So as you can see, there is a persona here, a specific persona, which is health conscious adults, likely aged between 25 and 45. Why? Because you can see the body in the background is within this age range, okay? And so Meta is going to deliver the ad towards this age range because there is a reference within the actual ad concept that goes towards this audience, right? Now, we also have a user awareness stage here specifically that is bringing people from a solution aware to a product aware stage. The user already knows they have a problem, which is irregular digestion, and might even know solution like probiotics or supplements exist, right? So this ad, what basically does is like moves them from I need something for my digestion to AG1 could actually be the solution, you know, the product that works. As you can see, this is speaking specifically to digestion. And then we have the angle, which is digestive health and daily comfort. And then finally, we have the concept, which is testimonial style, person with hands on belly to recall the digestive concept. And this is very important because this is how you make variations right now. So let's talk about variations and creative diversification. So what does not actually work anymore and what actually works? So this is what we were used to do in the past, right? And this doesn't count as a diversification anymore. 90% of the time, this type of ads, these two ads, will go to the same audience. So you're not going to change the targeting with this ad. You will keep targeting the same audience. You're going to basically just push in the same budget. And that's why performance will be capped and ROAS will be decreased. So this is another example. Now, this is the exact same ads, but let's say we take this ad and we only change the headline here, which is very common. I see a lot of advertisers still do it. They basically just take an ad and they change the copy, thinking that they're going to target a new audience because they changed the angle by changing the copy, but it doesn't work like this anymore. You need to actually diversify the overall concept. And this is another example. By doing this, it's not that with this ad here, you're targeting people interested in bloating, and this one with people interested in, like energy, with like energy problems. So if you want to do it, you must do like a real diversification. And let me actually show you what that means. So this is how we do diversification now. So this is a static ad, and so what we can do, we can turn this static ad into a video ad. So it's a new ad type, and there are some people that tend to consume more videos rather than statics, and so this is how you can iterate or create new ad to basically expand the targeting. As you can see here, it's basically the same concept. It's the same angle, same concept, just delivered through a video. Of course, it's done in a specific way. So same angle, just a different ad type. Or what we can do, this example here, we can keep the same angle, the same user awareness stage, we do a different ad concept. So as you can see, this is same user awareness stage, same angle, but it's just using a different concept. And that's because some people might react more to this type of ad here, very simple, very minimalistic, but then there are other people that might want to see a visual demonstration of what actually is going to happen real life. And then there is the last kind of diversification that we can do, where we can keep the same angle, we differentiate the user awareness stage, and we differentiate the ad concept. So this ad here, everything you need for your energy with different points here below, focus on a solution aware and bringing people to a product aware. And then you have this ad here that mainly focus on solution aware, and this ad here that focus on product aware. But as you can see, it's the same angle. It's all about energy, right? So as you can see, this energy. It's just like different user awareness stages and actual different concept. This is showing the drink, is showing like different bullet point here. So as you can see visually, the ad is just different. You can see it's completely different compared to this case specifically here, right? And so this is what is working right now. This is what you must do, because if you do these things here, that's the reason why your ad are not working and your ROAS now is low. Okay, now let's talk about the creative strategy overall, just to give you a kind of a roadmap and step by step of how you should think about creative strategy and create ads overall. So first thing that you need to do is define the personas that you want to target. You have the persona number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, how many personas you think you can serve and you can target. Then for each single persona, you have different angles, right? Or could be one angle that could be applied to different personas, but in different shapes. So with different type of messages. So you have different angles, and then for different angles, you have also different funnel awareness stage based on the message that you use and the ad concept that you use to deliver that angle, okay? And so then you have, for different concept, you can have different variation, like V1, V2, and so on. Now, let me actually show you an example, because like this, probably you don't understand, but let me show you actually an actual example here. So ideally, it would be much better. So define the personas. Let's say here we're talking about a weight loss brand, okay? Cool. So we define the personas. Number 1, health conscious, professional, wants results without losing time because they're busy. Busy mom, struggle with energy and time for workouts. Gym, skeptic, dislike exercise or feel gyms are intimidating, whatever. So let's focus just on this one for this example, just on the first persona here, health conscious professional. We define the angle for this persona here. So the angle are lose weight without cardio, boost metabolism naturally, and do the damage of sitting all day. Because it's health conscious professional, right? Cool. So what we do now, we take the first angle, and this exercise that we're doing here, like I'm not doing it for all the angle, for all the personas and everything, because otherwise it's going to be a 2 hours long video just to talk about this, but I'm just going to do it for one specific angle, so you can understand how to apply this for the other angles as well. But okay, let's say this is the message, this is the angle, lose weight without cardio, and this is how you shape the message. So you do like an unaware message, top of funnel is gonna look like cardio might be slowing your progress. Here is why walking less could help you lose more. Okay, and then you have a solution aware, which is our clients lose up to 8 lbs faster with this cardio-free method, right? And so what you're doing now, you need to decide which ad concept you want to use to deliver the specific message, because there are some ad concept that works better for like specific angles at a different user awareness stages compared to other ad concept that works better for other type of ads that maybe are more like top of funnel and like unaware audience. So this is like an example. For instance, in this case here specifically, you can use a testimonial UGC video ad, or it can be just a static ad, like a classic static ad with a testimonial, design and everything, and storytelling and myth busting video for the unaware audience. Could be even an headliner. So there are some ad concept, this one, that could be applied to different type of messages at different user awareness stages, whether it's one angle or many angles, like for instance the headliner in this case specifically. And then for each single ad concept, you have different variations. So let's say you have a video, storytelling video, you have different variation. You're changing the hook, you're changing the script of the actual video itself, you're changing the b-roll clips within the video by showing different things. And this is how you can actually create variations now to make sure your creatives are actually diverse, okay? And And yeah, this is basically it. One more thing that you can do is like in terms of variation. So let's say you're targeting health conscious professional. Now they're professional at different ages, right? Like there are people that might be working like maybe health conscious professional, like whatever, 35 years old, and others that might be 45 years old. So what you want to do here, the variations could be just changing the persona, so the actual actor within the or actress within the UGC video, to make sure that the ads goes delivered more towards, and because it's actually more relevant for the age group that you're targeting, right? So let me know in the comment if I should do again any example with other specific niches, and just to explain the exact full process, like we actually build the content together. Let me know if you're interested in this. And yeah, this is basically it for this video, guys. I hope you have liked it. Leave a comment if you have any question. Remember to subscribe to the channel. I still see a lot of people that watch my videos but they don't subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.